political journalism plays a vital role in informing citizens about government decisions, elections, and national policies. In Ethiopia, its development has been closely linked with the country's political challenges from the imperial era.
Said, well, we shouldn't play the blame game. He said, but we're all responsible. But I mean, who do you blame? Do you blame one country or one part of the world particularly for this economic crisis?
To the modern digital age
and domestic business community.
In this video, we will look at how political journalism started, evolved, and faced challenges under different regimes. Ethiopian journalism began during Emperor Minilik II's time. Around 1900, Belata Gabegzabher wrote the first handwritten newspaper in Addis Ababa. But soon after, in 1902, Amro became the first official printed newspaper.
ይህ ጋዜጣ ግን አዘጋጁ በቀር ስሙና የወጣበት ጊዜ በውል ሊታወቅ አልቻለም። ከዚህ በኋላ ልክ እንደ ብላታ ገብረ እግዚአብሔር ጋዜጣ መሰል ቅርጽና ይዘት ያላት ሰነድ በ1881 ወደ አደባባይ በቃለች። ይህችም ጋዜጣ ሳምንታዊ ስትሆን በሳምንት በ24 ቅጆች ተባዝታም በፈጣን ፈረሰኞች አማካኝነት ለምኒልክና ለዙፋኑ ቅርብ ለነበሩ መኳንንት ታደል ነበር። የዚህ ጋዜጣ ስያሜም አእምሮ በማለት አጼ ምኒልክ የሰየሟት ሲሆን ይህች በኢትዮጵያውያን ጽሑፍ አዋቂዎች አማካኝነት እየተከተበች የምትታደል ጋዜጣ መሰል ወረቀት ሙሴ አንድሪያስ ካቫዲያ በተባሉ የግሪክ ነጋዴ ባለቤትና አዘጋጅነት ትወጣ እንደነበር የታሪክ ድርሳናት ያመለክታሉ። ይህች ጋዜጣ መሰል ሰነድ በብዙ አውረድና ችግሮች እየተፈተነች ለ2 ዓመታት ያህል ለመዝለቅ ሞክራለች። ከዚህ በላይ ግን መራመድ አልተቻላትም።
ጋዜጠኝነት የተጀመረው በእነሱ ነው። አሁን እኛ እንግዲህ አሁን ላይ ሆነን ነው ደረጃውን ስለ ጋዜጠኝነት ከተማርን በኋላ የውጭ ጋዜጦችን የተለያዩ ነገሮችን ካየን በኋላ ነው ምን ያህል ደረጃቸው የት ላይ ነበረ ብለን እንትን የሚለው እንጂ ለኢትዮጵያ ጋዜጠኝነት መሰረቱ እነዛ ሰዎች ናቸው። ምናልባት የመጀመሪያው ሰውዬ በእጃቸው ጽፈው ጋዜጣ ዜና ያድሉ የነበሩ ሰውዬ እሳቸው ናቸው ብዬ ነው የማስበው። የመጀመሪያው የጋዜጣ መስራች በኢትዮጵያ ውስጥ በዛ መሰረት ላይ ነው እያደገ የመጣው እና አስተዋጽኦአቸው ቀላል አይደለም። ወሬ ነው። አቶ ከሌ እንዲሆነ እንዲህ ተደረገ፣ ሰዎች በሆነ ነገር በዶሮም ተጣልተው ተጋደሉ ወይም ታሰሩ ምናምን አይነት ነገር ትጻፋለች። የንጉሥ ያደረጉት ነገር ይጻፋል። ያው እሱ ሁልጊዜ ቅድሚያ የሚሰጠው ስለሳቸው የግድ ማውራት አለብህ ነው የሚባለው። እንኳን ወደዛ ወደኋላ አዲስ ዘመን በእሳቸው ጊዜ አዲስ ዘመን የተመሰረተ በኋላ እንኳን የንጉሥ ዜና የግድ ጋዜጣው ላይ መኖር አለበት እና ምንም ቢሰሩ እንደው ተነፈሱም ብለህ ቢሆን መጻፍ አለብህ።
These early publications mostly served the government and the church. Minilik II encouraged printing presses and education. This helped newspapers such as Birhanna Salam and others to appear. However, they were not independent. They spread official messages and avoided criticism. During Haile Selassie's rule, journalism developed further.
For 7 years. Now, with the approval of the United Nations,
He supported new newspapers like Addis Zaman and the Ethiopian Herald. In 1934, he introduced the first press law. It allowed private ownership of newspapers, but said the press must respect government's ideology. If a journalist published the false information, the government could punish them.
Got this picture of me in my palace garden at Addis Ababa.
1974, the monarchy fell and the Derg military government took over.
These are the moments when Ethiopia's kingdom came to an end. In February
It promised quality and justice, but in practice, it became one of the most repressive regimes for journalists. All media, newspapers, radio and television were nationalized impediments. The main goal of the media was to promote Marxist-Leninist ideology. Government papers such as Maskaram and Sartwadar only published revolutionary messages. Independent reporting disappeared, censorship became severe, no criticism of the regime was tolerated.
አያሌ የጦር ሜዳ ጀግኖችን ሲያፈራ ከቆየው ከታሪካዊ የገነት ጦር ትምህርት ቤት
Radio reached more people, but the content was pure propaganda. Only positive change was technological. Color television appeared in 1984.
My name is Nuguse Mangesha. I'm the director of the Africa Division, Voice of America. I used to work in my home country, Ethiopia. Actually, I worked under very difficult circumstances. There was total censorship. There's no freedom of press. Imagine as a journalist, you are not free to report. I had to flee Ethiopia. That's late 70s because I could not really practice my profession.
When the Ethiopian People's Revolutionary Democratic Front took power in 1991, censorship was officially removed. The new EPRDF Constitution of 1995 recognized freedom of expression and of the press. For the first time, private political newspapers appeared. They discussed democracy, corruption, and elections. Still, the number of publications grew, and the internet started to change how people consume political news. Online newspaper and diaspora media began to challenge the government's narrative.
That meeting was very good. Freedom of the press is close to my heart.
In 2018, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed came to power with the promise of reform. Hundreds of journalists and political prisoners were released and YouTube journalism exploded across the country.
Still today, really many parts of
Today,
Africa.
political journalism in Ethiopia is more digital, interactive, and public than ever. Many young journalists use YouTube, Facebook, Telegram, and TikTok to report politics.
Close to 40 years. I was not allowed to go in Ethiopia. I requested actually 5 times to get a visa because I'm a US citizen. I can't fly in my own home country. I'm carrying US passport. I need a visa. I was denied 5 times. I went back October 13, 2018. That was an experience. I don't even know how to explain it, to be honest.